Let's do my morning skincare routine as I tell you how I dump my situationship. Men may never be consistent, but my skincare routine is. Before I start, I'm going to go wash my face with the Drunk Elephant Jelly Cleanser. Be right back. Okay, it's time to get this story started. I'm going to start with the C Firm Up Fresh Day Serum from Drunk Elephant. So, surprise, surprise, I met this man on Hinge. Did we think we met him any other way? You think I met him out in the wild? You think I was set up? No, okay? I could not meet a man out in the wild if I tried. I'm just stuck to Hinge men, I guess, which has never worked out for me, but here we are. Y'all, I upped my age limit on Hinge, okay? I was like, maybe the problem here is that I've been dating men that are too young, they're too immature. Let's go into our 30s. Okay, Yep, that didn't help because this man was in his 30s, still was not working for me, apparently. Next, we have the Drunk Elephant Hydration Serum. Now, I go on a first date with this man, and it's actually really cute. He brings his dog, and if you guys know me, I am a sucker for a dog. Any man that loves his dog, I'm like, he must be such a great guy. Yeah, okay, maybe that is not the best way to be making my decisions when it comes to what men I want to pursue, but, you know, I'm only so strong, and his dog was one of the most adorable things I've ever seen. But we have a really good time. We get dinner and drinks, and we're vibing, and everything is great. And he actually drives me home, which I was like, oh my gosh, wow, look at him driving me home. Again, the bare minimum. The bare minimum, the man's not making me Uber. The Power Peptide Resurface Serum. So he drops me off and sends me a text that night being like, you looked so cute. I had a great time. And me, I'm feeling pretty confident now because the man's not there. When a man is sitting right there in front of me, I get super nervous. Like I do not know how to talk to boys, but when he's away, when I'm texting him on the phone, I know how to talk to a man. So I text him back, if I look so cute, why didn't you kiss me then? Okay, Kels, like, I see what you did there. And he's like, what? You think I won't come all the way back over there to give you a kiss? And I was like, I dare you. And what does the man do? The man literally drives from his house back to my house and gives me a goodnight kiss. Really cute, and leaves. And I'm like, okay, sorry. Is this the most romantic thing that's ever happened to me? Probably, which also is speaking a lot about me. That's also really sad. Maybe I need to really process that one. Time to go in with our luxury facial oil. And the next night, this man actually had plans with his brother, but after he was done, he's like, hey, what are you doing? Do you want to hang out? And I was like, 2 days in a row? That's kind of unheard of for me. I don't really like hanging out with men 2 nights in a row, but this man actually has a job where he's really, really busy. So I was like, you know what? I had a good time. Why not? Let's hang out. So we just watched TV and it was really casual, but again, I had a really good time. But that is where I mess up. The minute I think things are actually going pretty well and I'm like, wow, I actually really like this guy. I don't really see any red flags. That's where there becomes issues. Always. There always seems to become issues. Hi, Cream. A few days later, I asked this man if he wants to hang out or do something, and he tells me that he is away for work, which totally fine, understandable, he's busy. But one of my biggest pet peeves is when you ask somebody to make plans or you try to do something and they just say no, and then they don't give you a follow-up, like, well, I'm going to be back this day, I'm going to be free this day, something of the sort. So he just tells me, basically, I'm out of town for work and can't hang out. Which I was like, okay, fair. And so again, we're still texting, small talking, whatever, but he never says anything but I'm going to be back this day. Let's hang out this day. Anything like that. I don't know. Maybe this man just wanted to be pen pals or something because he is still texting me almost every day. He gets back from his work trip and again, doesn't make any plans to hang out with me, but he is still texting me. So again, a few days later, I'm like, hey, do you want to hang out this weekend? And he was like, oh, I would, but I'm working. Again, totally fine, but he has made no effort to say, but what about on Tuesday? Do you want to do something anything like that? The polypeptide cream. You know it, you love it. So I text him back and I say, okay, that's fine, but the ball is in your court to plan something for next week. And I think that is so fair. I now 2 separate times have asked him to hang out. He was busy, totally fine, but now if he wants to hang out with me, he can make a plan. And you know what this man responds? Do you know what this man says to me? He goes, don't put it all on me to make a plan. So I respond and I'm like, put it all on you? ? You mean sending one text message to ask when I'm free? I mean, fair, okay? Do any of you blame me for that text? Like, what do you mean put it all on me? It is not that much effort to make a plan, sir. You are in your 30s. You are a grown man. And he was like, all I'm saying is that we can work to figure something out together. Don't sass me. Well, I'm sorry. I didn't think that we were going to work it out together, considering I have made the effort twice, which also I am somebody that, like, I like it when the guy pursues me, chases me. I already have been basically told that he can't hang out twice. So it already has all been on me. Your turn, buddy. Your turn. But no, he said, don't sass me. I didn't even think it was that sassy. Like, I'm sorry, if you think that is sass, you're not going to like me, because that is nothing. Lip balm, essential to a skincare routine. And this interaction was just really sticking in my mind. I could not stop thinking about it. And y'all might think that I moved too fast or I made a decision prematurely, but no, I'm sorry, not my man. This is not my man. I just sent him a text message saying, hey, I had a really good time hanging out with you, and I think you're really great. I just think we're looking for different things and we're not compatible, but I wish you all the best. Nice text message, fair. You know, didn't send him a paragraph. And this man really, truly thinks the reason that I am ending talking or any whatever it wasn't anything serious at all. We literally hung out twice. But he thinks it's because of the amount he worked, I'm pretty sure. And he was like, you know, I've just been working a lot the past week. Sorry about, like, not being able to text you that much. And I respond, again, it is nothing about the texting. It's honestly just the fact that I've tried making plans and you don't seem to reciprocate them or want to put in the effort to make a plan. And so because of that, I just think we're looking for different things. And I know I was right because he didn't respond to that. Like, if he truly liked me and wanted to go out with me again or whatever, he would have been like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Didn't mean to give that impression. Let me make it up to you. That man didn't want to put in the effort to make it up to me. Okay? So no. I'm glad that I trusted my gut on that one and ended it before I went on any more dates with him, because your time is your most valuable resource. And like, why am I going to continue to spend my time with somebody that literally can't even plan a single date? Like, not one date. Even though my love life is constantly in shambles, my skincare is not. I think it's actually been going pretty good, and I'm liking the way my skin's been looking lately. So, hope you all enjoyed that little mini story time, and I hope you all have an amazing day. I am about to break up with my boyfriend because he bought a car tire, and I don't think I'm being dramatic about it at all. It is important to note that there's actually a third person involved in this story, of course, and that is my boyfriend's best female friend, who, let me tell you, somehow cannot seem to do anything for herself, because anytime she faces any minor inconvenience, she calls my boyfriend. A few nights ago, I was sitting on the couch with my boyfriend when he gets a frantic phone call from this girl, and she is devastated, in tears, like hyperventilating. And I am like very concerned. Like, what is wrong? She sounds like something horrible is happening. Turns out that she ran over a nail on the road. And it's not even like she was stranded anywhere. She made it home. She was sitting in her living room just crying about that there was a nail in her tire. Okay, like, yeah, it sucks, but like, not really the end of the world. So my boyfriend, being the hero that he is, rushes over to her rescue. He said it was to see if the tire was salvageable. It's not. There's a nail in the tire. She's gonna have to get a new tire. Like, what are you going there to do for her? He was over there for a very long time. He comes back a few hours later and he's talking about how brave she was being. She's being so brave. So brave. She's being so brave. And that, you know, he figured it out and he took care of it. Thank God. Thank God that my boyfriend was there to help her out. Because not like she's AAA or anything. She does have AAA. She could have called AAA. Something to know about me is that I have a rainy day fund. And anytime I have a little bit extra money or I get money for a gift, I put it into my rainy day fund. And that's literally just like if I want to go on vacation or do something special for myself, I'll dip into my fund. So obviously, you know, this whole situation, it stressed me out a little bit. And I decided that I deserved a massage. So I go to my bedside table and I grab the envelope that is supposed to have my rainy day fund money, except there was no money in there. Nothing. Like, not a single dollar. So I'm digging through my bedside table because there's no way there's a thief among us. There's not a thief in my household, okay? This rainy day fund has been there forever. Like, my friends know I have it, my boyfriend knows I have it, and no one's ever touched it before, so just really weird. Like, it didn't even cross my mind that somebody could have stolen the money just because, maybe I expected the best. Wrong. That was wrong of me. So I rush out to the living room and I'm in tears. I mean, like, obviously, a ton of my money is just gone. And I run out to my boyfriend and I'm like, oh my gosh, have you seen my rainy day fund? And he goes, as a matter of fact, I have seen it. This man looks me dead in the eyes and tells me that he went into my bedside table, took out all of my rainy day fund, and used it to buy his best girlfriend a new car tire. So obviously, like, my first question is, why didn't you ask me if you could borrow the money or take the money or whatever he was planning on doing? And why didn't you tell me? And he was like, well, first, it was just an emergency. Like, she really needed a new tire because she needs her car to get to work and she didn't have the funds to get it. First of all, I see that girl's Instagram. She is out like 4 times a week. So if she doesn't have funds to get a new tire, it's because she doesn't budget. Like, okay, you cannot be going out 4 times a week and then being like, I can't afford a new tire. And then he says, you didn't actually need that money anyway. That's why it's a rainy day fund. It just made more sense to me. I thought it was the right thing to do to give it to her since, she could use that money for something she really needed. So whose money though? Not her money, not your money, my money. My money. It doesn't matter what I was planning on using it for. You can't just go, you stole my money. Now you may be wondering, why didn't my boyfriend just pay for the tire himself? It's because he bought a new Xbox. So he didn't have the income because he used his rainy day fund. I can't. I really need that massage now, but I can't get one. So then obviously I ask, well, when am I going to get paid back? And he looks at me dumbfounded and is like, paid back? What do you mean paid back? Oh my God, that's all you can think about? You are so selfish. I'm selfish? It's my money. It's not even like that girl's nice to me either. She is so rude to me every time she sees me. So it's like, I just don't understand. Like, I'm in the wrong. I'm the bad guy here. You stole my money. I truly never would have guessed that a car tire would be the catalyst to the end of my relationship. But, always expect the unexpected. And even though I kicked him out, don't worry. He has a place to stay because his best girlfriend has been so accommodating of him. The most absolutely insane thing just happened to me, y'all. I am never using a dating app again. I could not even make this up if I tried, and I feel like nobody would even believe me, but I have screenshots. Now listen, I've been known to dabble in dating apps, okay? They've never worked out for me, but do I learn my lesson? No. Maybe this time I have. Actually, this time, yeah, I've learned my lesson this time. After multiple failed Hinge relationships, I thought, maybe the problem is I'm just using the wrong app, so I tried out Bumble. Yeah, it was not the app that was the problem. Now, I don't go on my dating apps every day. So a few days ago, I opened Bumble and this is the message I see. I'm going to sketch you a portrait, if that's all right. I'm sorry, let me repeat it. I'm going to sketch you a portrait, if that's all right. I did not know that you could actually call people on Bumble. And this man called me once and I answered. I was like, what is going on? We talked for like 5 minutes. I was like, this is a weird experience. But as you can see, he did try to call me. I declined it. And that was on August 5th. He sent this message 20 days later. We've had no contact. So I don't know where this came from. And I did the only logical thing I could think of, which was not respond. Should I have unmatched him? Probably. But I think in that moment, I was so dazed. And I usually go on my dating apps at night, like before I'm getting ready for bed, going to sleep, scrolling through my app. So I just wasn't even in the right headspace to be dealing with that. I was like, you know what? We're just going to forget about it. And that's what I did. Until today. This is what I found when I opened my Bumble today. Please notice it was sent at 3:28 a.m. Yeah, that is me. That is me. He really did that. For reference, this was the photo on my Bumble that he recreated. I'm not going to lie, guys. He kind of ate. It's good. You did a good job, but it's weird. He really saw my lack of response as a green light, and yeah, that's me. Oh, but that is not the best part, because that was not the only photo he sent. He also sent this. A second photo that clearly shows I am not the man's only muse, okay? Which, my thought is like, what? For what? Why did he send me this? Was he just trying to let me know, like, babe, it's not that serious. Like, I draw all my matches. The man was really trying to humble me with this one. He just wanted me to know for a fact I am not the only girl he's drawing portraits for. And I need to know who this woman is. Like, did he send her this same photo, or did he send her a photo with another girl? How many girls are there? How many are there? I think I'm gonna take this as my sign to get off dating apps for a little while. Actually, forever. I think I'm gonna take this as my sign to get off dating apps forever. Because I just don't think I have the emotional capacity to be somebody's muse right now. And girl, I don't know who you are, but we should get lunch or something, because I feel like this is a very niche experience that we're sharing together.
It's game day, so let's get ready together.
Why can I never find anything?
The bus doesn't leave till 2 today, so I slept in till about 10 o'clock. Bryant came in town just for Saturday to watch the Christmas show, and it got canceled last night. Luckily, last night I was booked on the Cowboys Club appearance. The Cowboys Club is in the Star, and we do a stand-in pose, and then we get to bring a +1 for dinner. But he drove up here just to watch me do the Christmas show, and then he had to leave, and he didn't even get to see it. The Christmas show has been so fun. I think my favorite thing was dancing in the light-up costume. It's been so cold here in Dallas, but for some reason the other day, when we did the Christmas show, it was randomly hot again. And even though we only danced in the uniform for Thunderstruck, it was already so sweaty after the show. And I wasn't planning on washing it because I was hoping it wouldn't be that sweaty, but I had to wash it this morning. My uniform's in the dryer right now, which is why I'm trying to hurry to get ready because I still have to put my stars on, pin the lapels down, do my belt buckle. Today we are also packing our jumpsuit because it's about 30 degrees outside and we still have to do Baby I'm a Star. So whenever it's really, really cold, we wear our jumpsuit instead of our uniform. I cannot believe this season has almost come to an end. I always say in DCC world, time goes so fast. But even though season is almost over, off season is sometimes even more busy. So we are always all booked and busy. I am done with school for this semester, so when I go home, I'm excited to just be able to chill with my family and not have to worry about getting homework done or anything. I have a random little eyebrow. I'm also sad because this is our last week of group gifts, and next week we decided for Christmas to do a mug exchange. I have a special someone that I can't say because it's like a secret Santa, but if you have any cute mug links that you want to put in the comments, I have no idea what type of mug I want to get her. Also, I know I just made an updated makeup routine, but we already have a change. I'm starting to take liquid liner and just get it in the corner like that and draw a super thin line across. I want to know in the comments what's the one thing you really, really want for Christmas this year. I have been wanting a pair of Uggs so bad. I need to make a video of makeup to put on your Christmas wish list, and this eyeliner is one of them. I do want to say one thing about Christmas. If there is a way that you can give back to your community this season, I highly recommend you do it. It is super easy to get wrapped up in all of the fun holiday traditions and all the gifts. It's important to remember that there are girls and boys in your community that don't get to celebrate Christmas. So it's important we show them love during the holidays too. The other day we did a community service event for Toys for Tots, and that is an amazing organization to give back to this season. I know everyone wears shirts and stuff that says this, but the reason for the season is really Jesus, and I feel like this is the best way to give back to your community and spread his light around the whole world. And it doesn't even have to be anything big. I feel like even just saying hi to someone in the store or praying for someone, that is a way that you can change someone's life without even knowing. And it's important year-round, but I think Christmas time is a little extra special. My dryer just went off with my uniform, so once I'm done getting ready, I'm gonna go out there and get that. And then after that, I need to pack, eat lunch, and then I'll be on the way to game day. I love you guys so much, and happy game day.
Hi. Unlike most people, I look like a wet rat when I get back from the beach, so get ready with me to not look like a wet rat. I already feel my depression sinking in, because I think today might have been my last beach day before winter. Because my thing is just like, if it's not warm out and if I'm not tan, why would I want to be alive? And if you've ever been to Chicago in the winter, you know. Winters are literally the worst ever and the longest ever, and probably some of like the coldest and most miserable in the whole world. I also just had like 2 lattes, so I'm kind of wired right now. That was so much blush. I don't know why I put that much. I'm literally about to be looking like Pennywise over here. Okay, I kind of fixed it. It looks worse on camera than it does in real life. I honestly don't mind looking like I was just neglected in the sun for several hours because, you know, it just adds to the whole summer vibe. Like, that's the vibe of summer. Like, in my head, as soon as it's September, like, summer's over. Like, September is fall, but it's, like, really hot out still. I just kind of get confused when, like, the whole world doesn't operate according to my brain and my schedule. Before the spiders, after the spiders. Wet rattiness has officially been minimized.
তোর কর্মকাণ্ড না আমার কখনোই পছন্দ হয়নি তারপরও তোর আমি ছেড়ে যেতে পারি না কেন জানো
আচ্ছা আপনি যে স্ট্যামারিং করেন ডক্টর দেখিয়েছেন
ডক্টর দেখিস
ও মাই গড
বিদেশ যা এখান থেকে কিচ্ছু পাবি না তুই একলা একলা বুঝতেছস
টেস্টটা
স্বপ্নপুরী
আনতেছি লালপুর
I want to kiss your hand, বাবু। বাবু আমি তোকে পায়ে ধরেছি, আমাকে মাফ করে দাও না। ভুল হয়ে গেছে।
রিয়া তোমার প্র্যাকটিস করতে কইছে তুমি টানা প্র্যাকটিস করে যাইতাছো
না এখানে দেখি কি হবে
কানপট্টি লাল করে ফেলবো যদি বেশি থাকো সুখে বুঝছো উল্টাপাল্টা যদি কিছু করছো না তুমি
দোস্ত আমার মনে ইটস দ্য ম্যাজিক
কি ব্যাপার এত জোরে তলব
তোর কি পরিবার নাই পরিবারের প্রতি মায়া দয়া নাই কোনো তোর বড় করে নাই তোকে পরিবার প্রেম করা
আমার ভুল হয়ে গেছে বাবু আমি তোমার ছাড়া বাঁচবো না বাবু
আমার বয়ফ্রেন্ড অনেক ভালো আপনার গার্লফ্রেন্ডের মতো এত খারাপ না
হ্যাঁ মতিন
কে পুরোটাই তো তোমার দোষ তুমি কি জন্য ফোন দিচ্ছ সেটা বলো
বাবু তুমি আমার থেকে 1.5 লাখ টাকা
আমি তোমাকে বিয়ে করতে চাই না
মানে
আপনার বয়ফ্রেন্ড ফোন দেয় নাই
না
তোর কর্মকাণ্ড না আমার কখনোই পছন্দ হয়নি তারপরও তোর আমি ছেড়ে যেতে পারি না কেন জানো
আচ্ছা আপনি যে স্ট্যামারিং করেন ডক্টর দেখিয়েছেন
ডক্টর দেখিস
ও মাই গড
মেন্টালি রিফ্রেশড
আই এম ট্রাইং
তোর এই ট্রাইং দেখে মনে হইতেছে তোর
আমার বয়ফ্রেন্ড অনেক ভালো আপনার গার্লফ্রেন্ডের মতো এত খারাপ না
হ্যাঁ মতিন
কে
আসলে না আমার মনটা অনেক খারাপ
চোখ বন্ধ করেন
আমি বুঝি না ভাই তুই কি মানে তোর সমস্যা কি তুই এনে কি করতেছস তোর কত সুন্দর একটা
গরিব তো কিছুদিন আগে না ওর চাকরি চলে গেছে তো বলতেছে দোস্ত আমি তো গরিব মানুষ আমার
কানপট্টি লাল করে ফেলবো যদি বেশি থাকো সুখে বুঝছো উল্টাপাল্টা যদি কিছু করছো না তুমি
নেই ওনার কাছে ব্যাংক ওয়ালেট এটিএম বুঝছে না
বিয়ে কি তোরে বিয়ে করে রাজি হয়ে গেছে
অবশ্যই অবশ্যই করবে
আচ্ছা
ওনার কাছে ব্যাংক ওয়ালেট এটিএম বুঝছে না, গরিব। তো কিছুদিন আগে না ওর চাকরি চলে গেছে, তো বলতেছে দোস্ত আমি তো গরিব মানুষ, আমার তুমি যে বারবার আমাকে ফোন দিচ্ছ তোমার তো বোঝা উচিত যে আমি কাজে ব্যস্ত থাকি, আমার একটা বিজনেস আছে।
টেলি রিফ্রেশড
আই এম ট্রাইং।
তোর এই ট্রাইং দেখে মনে হইতেছে তোর
পুরোটাই তো তোমার দোষ। তুমি কি জন্য ফোন দিচ্ছ সেটা বলো।
বাবু তুমি আমার থেকে 1.5 লাখ টাকা
আমি তোমাকে বিয়ে করতে চাই না।
মানে
আপনার বয়ফ্রেন্ড ফোন দেয় নাই?
না
রাখেন, কাজে দিবে।
যান আপনি। আসলে না আমার মনটা অনেক খারাপ।
চোখ বন্ধ করেন।
বুঝি না ভাই তুই কি মানে তোর সমস্যা কি? তুই এনে কি করতেছিস? তোর কত সুন্দর একটা
আমার কাছে ছিল বুঝছো, আমার কাছে 20,000 টাকা ছিল। তো সকালবেলা যখন আসছিলাম না একটা গরিব না, আমার ভাবতেও লজ্জা লাগতেছে, মানে সামান্য কটা টাকার জন্য তুমি এইভাবে আমাকে বারবার।
তোমার এখন বর্তমান প্ল্যান কি তাইলে?
আমার প্ল্যান হচ্ছে আমি